It's time for Sollie's Daily Donut.
Yes. Okay. Tuesday the 15th of June. Just gone through the hour 9 o'clock. As we do each and every weekday morning, we like to address a donut. That's at 9 a.m. Now, in the past, stupidity, foolishness, greed, narcissism, lack of planning. Now, they're all some of the causes that are behind the way the Daily Donut has been awarded. Yeah?
Yes.
Normally, they're funny. Now, I get a lot of people coming up to me saying, make them laugh for the donut. I love that. I even actually had someone come up to me at Lit a couple of weeks back and say that loves the show, but sometimes he can't always get it because of work, but he always makes sure he's in the car just to hear the Daily Donut. I ain't gonna lie, I was very humbled. But today, I'm not here to make you laugh this morning with a donut. I'm here to ask some questions. You may agree, you may disagree, you may switch off. It is what it is. But today's donut is inevitable, I'm afraid. Today's donut obviously goes to Bojo the Clown, a.k.a. Mr. Worst Barnet in Britain, a.k.a. someone teach him how to get dressed, a.k.a. even his own trusted aide has ended up becoming the grass against him, a.k.a. Mr. All I'm going to talk about is the Indian variant, but I'm going to keep the borders open with India because I'm trying to force through a trade deal. In case you ain't worked it out, for the second time in 7 days, and the first clown to be given a donut 3 times, yes, a.k.a. Mr. Hat-Trick, Boris Johnson. Right, come on then, let's do it. Now, I'm afraid when I say let's do it, I don't mean go dancing, because we're not allowed to do that for another 4 weeks at least. Not in clubs or festivals anyway. No. Now, let's just pause a second and think back to a few weeks ago. I flew to and from Portugal in less than 24 hours.
Yep.
I sat on a plane with around 180 people, twice. 180 people. Now listen, I'm overjoyed that I was able to do this.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not knocking the fact the restrictions allow me to do that. But here's my question. 180 people sat together on a plane for 2 hours each way, with one toilet to use between us, separated by tiny seats on a chartered flight. Like I said, I'm overjoyed that I was allowed to do that, and I'm definitely not knocking that was a possibility.
Yep.
But that was 3 weeks ago nearly. So you'll forgive me for asking why 3 weeks ago I could do that with 180 people on a tiny plane for 2 hours twice, but 4 weeks later, 180 people won't be allowed to dance together in the field. You're not going to be shocked if I'm curious why I can walk around Westfield on an all-day shopping trip, touching the same clothes, shoes, hangers, or whatever it is that me, along with thousands of other people in that shopping centre there, are trying to buy. But if I play at a rooftop brunch in the open air and drop a song someone likes, they're told to sit down quicker than they were allowed to stand up. One's outdoors, one's indoors, one has thousands of people in it daily, one has a limited capacity in place. Someone please make that make sense. No? Alright, okay, let's ask another question. How come when I go to Fort Park, I can be flipped upside down on a roller coaster with people screaming all over the place? But if I go to a nightclub, because I can't go to a nightclub because people may be shouting over loud music. They can scream behind me, being flipped upside down, wearing a paper mask. But they can't go to a nightclub because they might shout over loud music. Someone please make that make sense. No? Alright, let's ask another question then. How come when I went to Wembley a few weeks back, right, when Chelsea scored, I was able to celebrate with hundreds of people I've never seen in my life? Hugging, kissing, screaming in each other's faces as that goal went in. Okay, granted, it was later disallowed and our celebrations were cut very short. Good morning, LT. I know you had a great day that day. But that's not the point. We did celebrate and we were allowed to. But a group of mates can't go to a venue with a few hundred people in it with no intention of kissing strangers or screaming in their faces. Someone please make that make sense. No? Alright, let's ask another question then. Is this donut a waste of time? Actually, I have got the answer to this one. Yes, it is. This donut is a waste of time. Maybe we should all just go queue up and get in a Westfield, put a Bluetooth speaker down, and we can all have a dance. That's all we're looking to do. People want to dance. Maybe we should go and do that, because you can go to Westfield and walk about. Let's all go and have a dance in Westfield. Or maybe we should go to a cricket match and act like the Barmy Army every time a 4 or a 6 gets hit. Or go to a golf course and hug and pat strangers on the back you're having a round with when they sink a wicked shot. Or maybe we should all go scream our lungs out at a theme park. Or sweat and breathe heavily all over a gym, touching the same equipment. Maybe we should all go to football and hug and kiss complete strangers when we hit that moment of ecstasy as our team scores. Because we can do all of those things. So let's ask another question. Does Boris deserve the title of Daily Donut today? I've got to answer this question. No. He doesn't deserve the title of Daily Donut. But I can't speak as freely as I'd like to, because to be honest, I want to be here. If it wasn't for Flex, and it wasn't for Flex Breakfast, I may not have worked at all over the last 441 days since they closed our residencies and our clubs. So aside from actually needing to be here to bring in money, I actually need it for my own sanity. Because making people vibe is what makes us feel alive. And going to clubs and being with friends and dancing and enjoying creating memories is what makes feel them alive. And this is pretty much the only outlet we have right now. So all I'll say is this: Boris deserves to be called many things, and all the people advisors, and they're all these ones who live their lives the way they want to, but restrict everyone else because it suits their agenda. He deserves to be called many things that are much harsher than a donut, but I can't. So Bojo, for the second time in 7 days, Jamie would like to tell you this.
You're a donut! You're so stupid! You're so stupid! You're stupid!
I have nothing else to say.